What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA 24-hour trade volume surpasses $600 million according to CoinGecko, and MEXC ranks Cardano as the fifth most traded asset during their zero trading fee campaign. Good to see that Cardano continues to have the mind share and the trade volume is still decent alongside Solana, Sui, Chainlink, and Trump's troll meme coin. Grayscale ranks Cardano as 8th in their top 10 crypto assets for 1 week returns. I recall seeing 9th last time, so we're still above Ethereum, this time above Dogecoin, and I think we're going to see positive performance soon. It's just a matter of time. World Mobile, hot and fresh news, launches WMTX staking on Base and Cardano exclusively with up to 5% APY, no minimum stake, no lock-in period. Cardano staking is fully re-engineered with better usability, a new interface, and EarthNode NFT support. Each EarthNode NFT adds 100,000 WMTX to your staking weight. So good to see this go live. But, we expected this. So it's great to see that it came out very soon. The CEO was talking about this, I think, a couple of weeks ago. So fantastic. If you guys want to learn more, everything's linked below. New integration for TapTools. Minswap staking is now integrated into TapTools. So Minswap staking v2, new integration. Good stuff. Social volume is still looking good. Over 203,000 posts on X mention Cardano ADA or SNEK this week, according to Radar. And speaking of this week, well, ADA posts on X surpassed Tron by 17%. And that, again, according to Radar. And guess what? This week, ADA X posts surpass Avalanche and XLM combined. So again, when I say we have the mind share, there's data to back that up. Not a matter of opinion. Cardano Node 10.3.1 released as a pre-release. And this is great. A lot of significant performance improvements made in Ledger. So the GitHub link is linked below. Excellent to see this. Primarily improves on performance, improving execution speed, reduced memory usage, and gives faster synchronization times. In addition to some more fixes, Tokeo Wallet dropped a massive revamp, major upgrade. Everything you need is now available via our new Explore and Rewards tabs. So it's a lot to take in. I really recommend taking a look at their webpage for the full details. But in a nutshell, we have the Explore, the new Tokyo browser, plus content page is live. Track trending sites and assets, explore top dApps, watch new videos, read all the new blogs. And this is a browser that's integrated and you can open multiple tabs. It's all seamless. You can access dApps. Great to all keep it in-house. And as well as rewards. Through the rewards tab, get a full overview of Cardano native staking, browse pools, delegate, and keep track of your rewards every epoch. And you can just see the percentage right there. So improved usability. You can use just biometrics and just work quicker, better UX. Stay tuned for a couple of extra reward functions coming very soon. So I think they're going to use this to build on top of it. Very fantastic write-up if you guys want to check this out. All the details and more. But it's really cool because now it's going to allow a more cohesive and seamless experience when you're using the app. And, they're going multi-chain as we saw with Bitcoin. So very good to see wallets really revamp and upgrade in the Cardano ecosystem. Charles Hoskinson is back. Yes, he's okay. I won't go into all the detail because it's a little crazy. You guys can find out for your own. But in a nutshell, he's safe. He's back from his adventure and looking forward to his keynote, actually. If you guys are going to be in Toronto, he will be attending and speaking at Futurist May 13th and Consensus May 14th, I believe. Those 2 days in Toronto, I will be there as well. So if you guys want to attend, let me know. Futurist is free, so you don't even have to pay to attend. So if you guys are in the Toronto area, check it out. European Central Bank cuts interest rates from 2.5% to 2.25%. Well, Canada did cut rates. Europe's cutting rates. So the people who say rates are not getting cut, well, the rates are getting cut. So is US next? Maybe. We know that the president has pressured Jerome Powell to cut the rates literally. On Truth Social, we see him saying that President Trump says Fed Chair Jerome Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. Many people say that he can't do this, but some people say there's an old law that might be explored to do it, or maybe he can be persuaded. There's a variety of ways this could play out, and I think we will see the QE, we will see that tightening kind of loosen up. President Trump says if he wants Fed Chair Jerome Powell out, he'll be out of there real fast. Trump claims if he asks Powell to leave, he'll leave. If I ask him to, he'll be out of there. I don't think he's doing the job. And he did say that he's been so late. Today on the panel with the Italian PM, he was saying that, I think it was either during then or in a different segment, he was saying that Powell's just so late. He's just way too late. You know, the Fed is so late. Look, EU, look, Canada cut rates. It's about time that US does some easing. President Trump says he's very confident about a new trade deal with the European Union. Italy's Prime Minister Meloni says, I am sure we will make a deal on tariffs. And it looked like there was good negotiations in the public's eye. The President Trump says the US will make a deal with China. So I do think that this will resolve quickly because, guys, they both benefit. This guy buys a lot of product from this guy sells a lot of product to this guy's buying their debt. Like, there's so many ways that it's mutually beneficial. It's just in the public eye that it looks like they're enemies. No. This is going to get resolved soon, and it will have a very positive effect on the market. Finally, Binance says multiple governments and sovereign wealth funds have approached the company about creating crypto reserves. So we did see a rally up to 628. I don't know if you can really call that a rally, but it's good that we're still chilling around 6.1 and not in the low 50s or mid 50s. A volume peaked to about $600 million for 24 hour. On TradingView, ADA 616, Bitcoin dominance a whopping 64%. Bitcoin is doing really nice at 85. And XRP has come down a little bit too at 2.06. So again, guys, Russell Index is in the slump. Gold finally has corrected a little bit. And I think we are witnessing the calm before the storm. The more that this goes sideways, the more fear in the market, the more that retail is sidelined, we are essentially getting those prospective investors for those peaks. So I think we are witnessing the capitulation before we catapult. Fear is very high. All the acts like the Genius Act, the Bitcoin Act, right? All these acts need to be put at an executive level and acted on. We have things like tariff revenue, gold certificates that could be flipped and bought Bitcoin with. We have Bitcoin dominance at an exceedingly high level of 64%. We have searches very low. We have so much uncertainty. So many things are pointing to basically the low being in. And even if we continue this way, it's breathing room and it's headroom for us to send it. Because in any market, you don't want to go up constantly without corrections. So albeit the corrections were very steep and sudden with stocks and what we saw April 7th, I think we are going to see a rally like we've never seen before. I'm confident on that. That is my hypothesis. Let me know, guys, what you think. I think that we're going to Giga Chad send it. I do still think we will surpass our previous all-time high and hit and surpass that $5 to $7 range. So just like Alex Becker, I'm very bullish. So I would say the highlight today, guys, big shout out to Tokeo Wallet for this massive upgrade. Pretty nice. I definitely got to get my hands on this wallet and test it out. But I definitely would say the highlight and a breath of fresh air is the fact that the European Central Bank has cut interest rates to 2.25%. Not a massive cut, but still, what we've seen with Canada and Europe, it's as if these other nations lead first and then the US follows. And that aligns with what the president said also about the Fed just being slow and being very late to the party. So I think we're going to see, guys, stablecoins take off. I think we're going to see a big shift in sentiment That could be sudden. It could even be late April, could even be early May. But we'll wait and see. If ADA, XRP, Bitcoin continue to go lower, I'm going to DCA more because I just have that conviction. At the end of the day, there's a lot of fear, but we have to capitalize on that fear. I like to buy the fear and sell the greed. That's my personal strategy. So guys, let me know what you think. What do you think about these rate cuts? Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.